We found most antisocial guy didn't talk at all and adopted him. He made a monster. You found out that if you make the silent kid social, they become most racist and cursed beings, but strangely most loyal. Hey, I was the quiet kid in school, but I'm not any of those things. I didn't have much to say though in school. Well, that and I had a like, especially like in high school, like college, I definitely never spoke at all to anybody unless it's like a group project or whatever. Because I was just like, yeah, there's no reason for me to talk to people. I never felt like a community or like need to socialize in college because I was like, oh, I'm here to like learn and like get my degree and leave. So why do I need to like socialize and talk to these people? Which may or may not be a good thing. I don't know, depends. But yeah, high school was weird because I went to a high school that had like mixed groups of people, and mixed groups not bad, but there was like what's like the nice way of saying this? Like there was people that came from like money or like decent money, and then there were kind of like more ghetto, more they wanted to try to be like gangster. They weren't, but they like acted that way. So like it made a weird dynamic. Because if you were like obviously like part of like the groups that were like a little bit more wealthy or had like a little bit more money, they were taking like all the honors classes and all like the advanced placements ones and whatnot. If you were taking just a regular class because you didn't really want to sweat it too hard, you got kind of the other people on the other end, and so that kind of wasn't really like fun to be in the middle of. I spent a lot of my time just kind of like quiet, not saying much because I was like I didn't really want to deal with either group of people. If you're something is cursed, nah. The silent kid's cool. Also, I feel like that's your individual experience because I think that could apply to anybody. I would argue that like the silent kid, at least from the ones that I talked to, whenever I did actually end up socializing, some of the quiet kids were just gay. Some of the quiet kids had darker tendencies or whatever, or like dark thoughts, but they came from like abusive family structures. I think the quiet kids were a mixed bag, but like they were always like decent people. They weren't quiet. They weren't the quiet kids that just were racist. That's like that's an interesting one that I haven't heard.
Sweet, sweet loot.
Javi has called for any willing warriors to join him in the fight against Rakan.
That's good. That's good. Sounds like you had a good time. You know, while you were partying and having a good time, I was here. At any, well, I guess that depends on, because you're like 10 hours ahead of me, I think. So 10 hours from now, I am not here. I'm doing something else. But then it'd be 4 p.m. your time, which is like 10 hours back is like 6 a.m. my time. I was like, that's rough. I'm asleep at 6 a.m. I'm asleep. But that's good. Important to get your socializing on when you can. I mean, I say that while I don't really do it that often, but I was like, I know it's healthy for you. You gotta meet other people and not just be in your own head all the time. That's good. Good. Since you went with your coworkers, any cute ladies there or fellas? I don't know what your I don't know what your proclivities are, but I can talk shop either way. Nerd and chill guys group. Come to our class to play cards. Yeah. See, like, I don't think I was there. Well, I guess I did hang out with a lot of nerds. I never was really like a nerd in school because I just never like did the nerdy stuff. But I hung out with the nerds because the nerds would well, I don't know, it's hard to say because I was like the nerds would play like Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff together, which I think Yu-Gi-Oh is cool as hell, but like probably not good socially to play like at school. Like bring your card, bring your little play mat, bring your deck. Like I think you're a little bit ostracized at school to do that, but I'd watch them play. That shit was cool. But then we got like some of the cooler members of our clique, because we ended up being like one of like the just like the bigger groups of people. Because we just like we like absorbed like a whole bunch of people. Like, we absorbed nerds, we absorbed cool people. We had a couple of like jocks. I guess technically I was a nerd, but nobody knew how big of a nerd I was because I played video games like crazy, but I never talked about that. I talked about like I pretended to be cool. I did the cool talk, and evidently it worked because people thought I was cool. But yeah, we used to just play cards. We would have like a group of like 40 people, and at lunch we'd have like everybody just playing cards. Obviously with like, you know, the deck of 52. Wait, we're playing like poker, we're playing like blackjack. Shit was wild. In fact, I was the dedicated card guy because we kept playing cards so much that, and like shuffling the decks, the cards got like super bent, so I'd have to buy new cards. That shit was fun. What up, Sand Duck? There's mostly all girls. All their boyfriends are expired because what do you mean expired, bro? You gotta start out your adventure somewhere. Get you them. I mean, you're kind of young, so I'm gonna say it because it's wild for me to say in my 30s. But I was like, you gotta look at them 40-year-olds and be like, those are cougars, man. You gotta get your training wheels, or take your training wheels off.
Sweet, sweet loot.
I feel like I'm here early, but I forgot I didn't do my normal route because I started talking and then wasn't paying attention. That's fine. Ooh, fool. That's a fun one. Give chances on normal girls. What's wrong with an older gal? What, like, you make it sound so negative. What's wrong that they're a little bit older? They also want a good time. I'm not speaking of experience for me necessarily, but like for like actual older gals, like they very much want to party too. You gotta throw them a bone, both figuratively and literally. I mean, obviously, if you're not into, if you just have a physical, like, not attraction to them, that makes sense. Everybody has opinions and whatnot, but kind of messed up. You're just like, no, because they're old. That's messed up. I like that you're 26 and you'd go for 35 old max. All I'm saying is, oop, I forgot. I have whatever. I did it twice now. All I'm saying is just because they're old, that doesn't mean they can't be a fun time. All right. I was in my 20s once too, and I didn't mind if they were a little bit older. You know, 40, 50. Never got to like 60 plus, but I think most of the 60 plus people I knew that were women, obviously, were all like married. More invested in their grandkids than like dating or silliness. And did I say married? Married. Married, not interested in dating grandkids. Somewhere in that line. Not that I was looking for older gals either, just that was the dynamic. I like that you made bad decisions. I don't think any decision I've made is bad. I am famously a person that does not have regrets. I think the only bad decisions are the ones that you're not willing to talk about and the ones you're not willing to get over.